Oh, you haven't been waiting long.
So guys, confession time. It's not a confession really. I started designing other blog this morning, and that one I did, what you've seen. Now I beefed it up, and that's not wasted. I might put a single wheel in that and run that so that then it'll be a 3. And I'll have a 3 and a 4 times 4, yeah. So that's not wasted, but I'm going to make these two exactly the same. Stuck them all together, cut them out, sanded them back, you know, so that they're as near as identical as I can get them. And that won't look odd as a 3. Time for the glue up. I've marked them all, yeah. Would be very easy to make a mistake to this point, because they're all drilled, so everyone fits where it fits, because they're not going to be exact. Nothing in this world is exact. Now I'm going to do it same way as I've done this one that I prepared earlier. And if you notice these blocks are going to stick out a little bit, it just gives me good clearance, and better to be able to cut back, to sand back, than because I can't add wood at this point. So all in orientation. That's how I know that. I don't. So these are glued up. Got to get these out. It weren't bad. This one were quite tight for some reason. One of these when I put it together. I think we're all drilled with the same drill. I'm going to take these back to the bandsaw, cut them off, and then I'll sand it a bit. So what I've got now is my 2 units. What I want now is I've got to connect something so that I can connect my hooks to, my rope to, whatever. And I'm thinking using some metal strap, just like that. And that one, the top block needs one on the bottom. Metal strap. There, what I've got. If that had been longer, would have done it. A bit thick, but it's long enough, but it's not fat enough. I've got to put a 5mm hole through that, 5.1, something like that. It sort of divides point. Off to the hardware shop. I need some other bits anyway.
Tomorrow.
Bob, man, what are you doing down there?
My God, Bob, you've fallen down. Help, man. Bob's fallen down. Get some better tape. There you go, Bob. Back in place. You'll have to keep off them substances, old lad. Strapping. Back from the hardware. Got some other bits and pieces as well. These are captive bolts. I thought they'd look nice rather than having a nut stick, the threaded bar sticking through. Quick tip when buying nuts, bolts, washers. Looked at the price of these captives, yeah. They wanted 75 cents for one. Alright. So instead of paying 75 cents for one, I need 8 there, right? I got 50 for 7 francs. Now, alright, you might not use that sort of stuff, but I do. I use that sort of stuff. Same as washers. They were like 35 cents or 4 francs for 50. I think they were 4 francs. But don't be daft. And if I'd have needed 20 of them, it cost me twice as much as it does for 50. You know what I mean? I've got a 19mm router bit, so what I'll do is that's not going to work, is it? But I'll route it out or cut it out at 20 with that. I've got an offcut from this, which I've just sanded it slightly because obviously this has been sanded, and I'll set my router up to cut this for test fits. I can do both sides. I've got another piece, I can always cut another piece anyway if I need to, just to make sure I'm right first time, because I don't want to mess it up. Now I've said that, probably will. So I'm looking at something like that. Might even go a little bit smaller than that. Okay, we'll see how steel bends. I've got enough steel to make a couple of mistakes. This is going to be good, isn't it? So I've routed them out. Might not have said, but this bar's 20. I'm sure I did say. And I'm just going to have to nick that bit out and that bit out on each side, just so that it fits basically. I'm not going to round end of steel. I'm going to cut it square. Didn't switch the camera on, did I? But what I'm doing, I'm just scoring. These are offset slightly because they're not my 19mm router bit, and the steel's 20. So all I'm doing is I've marked it, I'm scoring it, and I'll cut it out. The scoring just helps guide you. Chisel. That's that. So I've marked this up, yeah? F1, B1, F1. If you can see it, F1, B1, outside. So the plan is to put that in there like that. Now, I don't have a bradawl big enough with a point on to go through there. I don't have to mind you doing this with a screwdriver, but I can sacrifice a screwdriver, and if this doesn't mark it, then I will put a point on that. a mark. So that should do me. Now I've got to do B1.
The next day.
Right then, so I drilled it, yeah? That's me one A, I marked it and scored it, just to make it easier, because this pen's hard to see when you've got a bit of oil on it. So that's from the other side. I'm going to put that in there. My hull lines up. Put that in there. My hull lines up. So what I'll do, I'll show you how I'm bending it. I bent a piece of scrap, well not scrap, it would have cut off to see where it had bent. And when I bend it, hold it in the vice, it bends just a couple of, maybe 5mm above the actual mark, even if I put the mark on the bike because of that, you know. But it's not a problem. It works out well on that. All I've got to do is make sure that I have the middle. When I do the middle one, I don't grip it on the line, I grip it 5mm below, and then it will bend there rather than there, yeah? I'm hoping the light's alright for you there. I'll try and show you what I mean with this. Put that on the mark. It's not twisted. Let's test it. It is a little bit skewy. So, after a little bit more squeezing and persuading, I think we're there. Everything lines up. So when I tighten it down, it should all tighten down nicely. Might just need a little bit more persuasion on this corner here, but I'm not worried about that at the minute. I'll put a bolt in it and see what it looks like, and if it works, goes it down with bolt, then it'll be alright. If not, then I might have to just do a little bit more persuasion. So guys, end of part 2. There will be a part 3 because I've got to finish it, and oil it, and or them. If you do like this stuff, stick a thumbs up with a smiley face. Thumbs down if you don't like it. If you do like it, please share it. Always drop a comment in. I love your comments. The comments and the people I meet and talk to on YouTube make it well worth doing for me. Nice to be nice.